All right, my name is David Stalcup. This is talking about what we've learned in personal leadership. This past section, it's been really good actually. Firstly, I'm going to be showing you my blocking for my calendar. So I'm gonna go to that real fast. That is in Google Calendar, and it's right here. Hopefully you can see that. So I have everything set up. Sunday through Monday has already happened, but for Sunday I'd wake up pretty early because I had to get to church for prayer. And then at church I'm there from 8 a.m. to 11:30. Well, I'm really there till 1, but at 1 o'clock is the debrief. But I sit the 8 o'clock service, and then the 11:30 and 9:45 I serve either kids or parking, usually both. When I get back to the Heights, I have time to study, and then dinner, study more, hang out with the friends. Monday is one of my busier days. I have prayer small group in the morning, which is really good. History of the Christian church, study, lunch, study, small group. Okay, it's not actually that busy. My schedule's not that busy, in fact. Today we had personal leadership at 1:30 and then lunch, and now I'm studying. And I work at REI, so I have work scheduled in there as well. I only work 3 days a week for 4 hours each day, which is really easy, but it does provide me some money to kind of pay for some of the school expenses. Let's see. So my Sabbath is going to be Friday. That's going to be really fun. I get the opportunity to help one of my professors change the brakes on his car, which is going to be really fun because I enjoy that kind of stuff. Okay, so now let's get back to me. You can see me again. One of the other things we talked about in class, and we were supposed to draw it out, was our rule of life. So rule of life, as I understand it, is basically some principles we live by, rules we follow to help us live more like Jesus. So I'm going to go to mine real quick. I drew it up this morning. So hopefully you can see this. Yeah. So I have it right here, prayer/Bible study. So this is going to be like scripture studies, like reading the Bible, but not just reading it, actually studying it and diving into it, taking time to see what everything means. Time set aside for prayer. I really, really love prayer, so I like to have time set aside for that. And along with prayer is journaling. It helps me focus in my prayer times. My brain gets distracted easily, so journaling helps me to kind of focus on that. Relationships, that would be like my relationship with God, so some of that would involve prayer/Bible study. But my relationship with God is very important. Family, I think family is super important. Close friends, spending time with those friends and building relationships that are built on God. Professors, I think it's nice to have a relationship with your professors so that you know them and kind of, I don't know, I just think it's important to have that relationship with your professor. And then community. So this would be like outside of close friends. Obviously, they fall into that. But like my community as a whole and building that community around me. And then work. So being intentional with my work and showing up on time, working hard. Don't overwork though. So not becoming like a workaholic and working unto the Lord. So that's like giving it my all, being a good steward of my time, and being just a good employee in general school. Setting aside time to study, taking notes in class. If I don't take notes, I'm not really listening, and asking questions. So making sure that the professors know that I am paying attention by asking questions, and then that helps me as well. The other thing we were wanting to talk about is just like this section of personal leadership as a whole. So one of the things that really stuck out to me was boundaries. I've had that come up recently where boundaries had to be set in some areas. And one of the things I realized is I'm very quick to point out someone crossing boundaries, and then I didn't realize that I have my own boundaries that I need to set. And one of those boundaries that I had to set based on like learning what boundaries were is the fact that I can't really fix everything. A lot of the times I'm interacting with someone and they say they have like a problem or something, I'm very quick to offer my help and say that I can fix that issue, when in reality I can't fix that issue. and just setting that boundary for myself of like, I want to help, but this is as far as I can help right now. And that's been how I'm really applying what I've learned in personal leadership. And it's been really good for me. It's not the easiest thing, but it's also being at the same time. But that's the main thing I learned. Thank you.